Okay. Jules forgot to schedule this ahead of time. So chaotic beginning to the week for sure. Um, yeah. I did not spend time yesterday working on setting up this week in my bujo. So definitely like I didn't check off, that I had or didn't have the stream scheduled for this week. I did not check off any of that kind of stuff. So I forgot that I had not finished making thumbnails and scheduling and all of that. So sorry. um, but yeah, we are here. I will make sure that the rest of the week's streams are scheduled. Um, yeah, sorry. It's a little chaotic this morning, I guess. But that's okay. We're going to be working on making life less chaotic today because I do intend to spend some time figuring out priorities for the week, this week, etc. That kind of stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, Laura says hello. Hello, welcome. How are you? Cool Gamer says hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome. And Cool Gamer also says hello to Laura Nettles. Cool Gamer says, or Laura says hey to Cool Gamer as well. Yes. Apologies. I had the thumbnail made for today's, but I was considering changing it, which is why I just kind of left it. And then I was like, oh, I never went back to that. Megan says hello to everybody. Monique says hello. Currently working on the first chapter of your Baldur's Gate Act 3 fanfic. Nice. Laura says, I'm about to make food. Ooh, English muffin, melted cheddar, and ham. Lovely. I had stir fry, I guess. Stir fry, essentially taco filling. So I had the red, orange, and yellow bell peppers, onions, mushrooms, tossed in some chicken, and taco seasoning. And then I put rice in there and stirred it all around. So stir fry, but more taco flavor than traditional stir fry flavor. But still, an English muffin with some melted cheese and ham sounds delicious. Monique says, currently trying to work out how Miranda can have glimpses of the future / possible outcomes while having it make sense in the context of the world of D&D. Would that not be like a really high perception type of thing? I feel like in games or in like video games or things that I have seen / watched, if you have like a really high perception, you can kind of like perceive like one or two moves ahead of time. So like maybe high perception, depending on how you have built the world. It's a bit of new powers at the plot demands, but sorcerers already kind of have that going on for them anyway. Gotcha. Ashley says hi. Hello. Carrie is here. Hi. Hello. Welcome. CB is here. Hello. Thank you. Just figured out how to use your new air fryer. Ooh, that'll be nice. Monique says, I'm thinking that because Miranda is feeling anxious, she gets dreams whenever she goes into a trance, and these dreams show possibilities. Could be. Megan says to CB, ooh, I love my air frying toaster oven. I love the air fry feature. I think we got one of the air fryers when they were still sort of like new tech, I guess. And it was so bulky on the countertop for like what it did. This is before they really like, I think, refined them. So at some point I would like to try a newer one because we got rid of that one relatively like soon after we got it. But anyway, Stacy says, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. Yeah, more like fajita filling. Yes, I would. Yes, this would be how I would describe what I had for lunch. Yes. It's much cheaper than running the big oven. True. Very true. Very true. And Laura, how is Canadian weather? Because I know that California's getting lots of rain. Colorado got lots of snow this weekend. We got a little bit of rain last night, but not a whole lot. So what is the weather north of the border? Megan says, I told my boyfriend we needed a toaster oven because slot toasters are inadequate, and I think the new toaster oven has convinced him. Excellent. But also kind of like what CB is saying, it is much cheaper to run a small appliance than to fire up the whole big oven. And so I know my grandparents used to use their toaster oven regularly, and then only would really use the big oven when they were cooking something for like guests. And so they would, like, even the canned biscuits and stuff, they would crack the tube open and only use one or two and just pop that in the toaster oven rather than trying to use the big oven for just the two of them. So it is 38 right now and cloudy. Okay. So not terrible. Not real great. I wouldn't consider that, spring-like weather just yet, but not great. Or I mean not too bad. It's not in the negatives, which is good. CB says, my first one, air fryer, was bulky and I somehow broke the basket, so you had to replace it. Oh no. Well, hopefully you like the new one better. Stacy says, I liked having a toaster oven, and we know how to use an air fryer / grill as well. Nice. When you got decanted, it's a fun word, to the other apartment in 2022, you would use the air fryer more than the big oven because of the size of the kitchen. Gotcha. Laura says, I'll be back in California on Saturday. I'm sure their weather will be warmer than mine. True. Very true. Because what is it in California now? Like, even with all the rain, it should be like decently warm. Where do I want to look? Okay, so in LA it says it's 56 degrees, drizzling all day. But then come Saturday, it's supposed to be sunny with a high of 62. So yeah, not quite double your current temperature, but Megan says it's still cold here. 61 degrees. It's 56 at your parents' house. Perfect weather. Yes. I am with Carrie. I would take 50, 58, 56 over, or 61 over 38. Definitely. At least the sun is out. Yes. Indeed. Did y'all see that both of the groundhogs, I had to look this up afterwards, but both of the groundhogs, both the Puxatawny Phil and General Beauregard, agreed that we would have an early spring. So that will be nice. But again, that's like northeast and southeast. So I don't know if there is groundhog that is more accurate to the west half of the US. So I don't know. Staten Island Chuck said early spring too. I don't know that I've heard of Staten Island Chuck. I think most of the time I hear about either Puxatawny Phil or General Beauregard. But yeah, apparently, they're relatively, so they argue about the statistics of like, how accurate the different groundhogs are, and Puxatawny Phil and General Beauregard are the ones that are sort of like the weather vanes for the ones that are like more accurate for a region than others, is what I understand. So yeah, just so in Philadelphia, Pakistani Phil predicted, did not see his shadow, so predicted an early spring. And General Beauregard, also in Atlanta, um, also predicted early spring. So yeah, so those are the groundhog predictions for the East Coast. Again, I do not know about like, somewhere in Denver. I don't know if they have a groundhog that is relatively accurate or not. I don't know if, West Coast, if they have an accurate. So I don't know about West, Middle, and West. I don't know. I just really know about, I guess, East Coast. So apparently, Staten Island Chuck and Buckeye Chuck have also said early spring. Um, Megan is amused by Buckeye Chuck. Yes, Megan loves Groundhog's Day, the tradition and the movie. You normally don't care about groundhogs, but you are so desperate for spring that you hope it's true. I hope it is too. Ashley says also one of your husband's favorite movies. Yes. CB says it's 49 and rainy. Nice. Warmer than in Canada. Didn't know there were so many groundhogs. I'm pretty sure that almost every zoo, probably like every public decent sized zoo, has one. If only for this particular event, so that they can get some press and maybe some visitors, specifically in February. But yeah, so if you have a local zoo and they have a groundhog, maybe you should see whether or not your local your local groundhog what your local groundhog has to say about spring. You don't think the San Diego Zoo has one, really? San Diego Zoo groundhog. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything popping up other than like a video from February 2nd, 2021 from the San Diego Zoo Safari Park channel. Groundhogs are so last season. And then like talking about hedgehogs instead. So they may not have a groundhog. I don't know. You have never seen a groundhog live before. I think the only groundhog that I have seen has been in a zoo setting. But I know that I have seen them. So Brooke says hi. I can't remember if I said hi back, but hello. You have a groundhog in your backyard. Oh no. He's hibernating right now, but he chewed a hole in my garage and electricity. We fixed it though. Oh goodness. In that case, maybe you want to offer him or her to the zoo. Be like, we have one. Do you want one? Can you take it with you? CB says, I don't think that you have not seen one live either. Stacy is wanting to know, where in Ohio is Buckeye Chuck? Is he fairly new? I don't recall hearing about him. We always use the Pennsylvania one. I don't know. I wonder if maybe instead of like the zoo, if it's a part of the university system veterinarian stuff. Maybe. I don't know. I don't even know if the Ohio University has a vet. I'm assuming they probably do have a veterans curriculum type thing. Veterinarian. Anyway, Carrie says, come visit me, Megan. They're all over our metro parks. Stacy says, I've seen plenty of groundhogs on the side of the road, stepped in a few groundhog holes in free wandering woods as well. They are cute, but can be vicious. Just ask Michael Bloomberg. Is that from a reference to the movie? trying to remember. Anyway, um, Carrie says to Stacy, Buckeye Chuck is in Marion, which is slightly southwest of Cleveland, and Wikipedia has predictions back to 2006. Interesting. There's probably a Wikipedia list somewhere of like all the groundhog predictors and like where they're located in the US. Probably somewhere. Oh, the ex-mayor of New York got bitten by a groundhog on Groundhog Day. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Well, I think they're technically the same. I think they're technically rodents. So kind of fitting, right? Between, I mean, New York and rats and rodents and makes sense to me. In my brain, I'm like, yeah, that fits. But anyway, thank you for that. Stacy says to Carrie, I would have just moved back to Ohio from grad school a few years before that, and I have not paid attention since high school. I'm not that far from you. Road trip? Gotcha. Yes. The groundhog sometimes lives at the Cleveland Natural History Museum. Oh, so he's a traveling groundhog. How nice. He gets a vacation. Just Eva, hello. Hello, how are you? You doing okay? Okay, we have the brown bear today. Stacy says, I got startled by a groundhog walking around the old Tempkin lands and then got paranoid that one would nip you in the ankles. Oh no, that would not be fun. Laura says, English muffins are consumed. Now for popcorn. Do you have any flavoring on your popcorn, or is it just like salt or plain? CB says, if I remember from the episode of Cake Box, we're talking about the Staten Island, Chuck. If you remember it rightly from the episode of Cake Boss, Buddy made a cake where the groundhog came out of its hole. Gotcha. Okay, just Eva says, to Megan, a holiday card I sent you just got returned. Probably had your old address. Oh no. So sorry. Laura's popcorn has butter. Excellent. All right, so we have our brown bear. It's not a groundhog. It would be fitting if we were talking about the groundhogs and actually got the groundhog, but we did not. So here's our brown bear friend. I never can get this like really vertical, can I? So anyway, here is brown bear. Take time out is your main message. Just Eva says, I'm doing okay. Sometimes I'm not, but most times I am. Okay. Brown bear, take time out. There is a time to act and a time to focus your attention on patient strategizing. The arrival of the brown bear signals that you are best served by foregoing hard work towards your goals at this moment and instead taking the time out to meditate or just take a nap so that you can refresh yourself and begin planning what you want to co-create next. Come to know the lay of the land as you contemplate and imagine what you might do in this vast space of possibility before you, and then begin forming a plan. Remember, sleep allows for dreaming and the rest allows for clear-headed strategizing. How might you become the person you wish to be and to experience whatever your heart desires? Insights will arise as you explore the possibilities and begin envisioning your plan. Knowing what you want will ensure your use of energy wisely in the days ahead. Be patient at this time. Relax and be calm and peaceful so that you can recharge. The call for action will come later. So there we go. Yeah, Megan would have loved to receive the letter. It's probably your old address, although they should have just forwarded it. You still have mail forwarding. Gotcha. Yeah, they should have technically. You were way behind live. Oopsies. That's okay. Just Eva says, I will post a photo later so you can see it in whatever error that I made. Gotcha. All right, so we have our card for the day. Again, I think what I'm going to be working on is a combination of priorities for this month because I still haven't done that. And or even this week. And then drafting. So I should do the priorities first, but I'm kind of want to just do the drafting. So just Eve says in your inbox. I said post, but I knew what I meant. Yes. Stacy says, for your card, Season of the Witch in bulk incense. Allow the smoke to reveal the truth, clearing the haze while lifting the fog. Aha moments. So first we need to rest and relax, and then we will have the aha moment. Makes sense. Alrighty, let's do this. Let's start with the chamomile. Make sure I have my sound up. Present, share screen, chamomile, share, make it big. The banner up. All right, here we go. 25 minutes. 1, save your document, especially if you've already been working. If not, now's a great time to pull up whatever you're going to be working on. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. How'd we do? How'd we do? Um, did not get any words in the draft. I did get a couple things figured out in terms of like this week and this month. So I will take that as a plus. But I think I'm ready to draft now because I spent that sprint in the journals, updating those for where we currently are in the month. So yeah, progress, but no words that time for me. Um, let's see. Monique was trying to schedule your reschedule a dermatology appointment, and managed to get through and get it rescheduled, which is amazing. Yay. Um, Fog is here. Oh, look, I'm awake. Welcome to the land of the waking. 571 words for CB. Amazing. Brooke got lots of work stuff done. Yay. Monique is working on the first chapter of Miranda Tavares in the World's Stage. CB is watching Iron Man 3 because it's been announced that King Charles III has cancer and the TV channels will not shut up about it. Obviously, I feel sorry for him and hope he's going to be okay, but speculation drives you nuts. I had not heard of this, but yeah, it does become a concern, doesn't it? Are they saying like a type of cancer? Just saying they have detected cancer unspecified, uh, or they're not announcing what it is really. Okay. Um, is I'm trying to remember because it's like how much did they spend on his coronation versus like if they have to do it again year. Hopefully, it won't come to that, but I mean, I'm just Lexi says, I did 1,441 words. Amazing. Yay. It'll likely be a day or two before the news makes it to the US. Maybe a day, but I don't know. There's a whole bunch of people that are like, what's the word? There's a terminology with being obsessed with the British royal family, but there's a whole lot of those people over here. So, yeah, Justiva says, I got an alert on my phone during that sprint that told you this news. Yeah, so I don't even know that it would be a day at the most. Megan says, my boyfriend came into the room earlier to let me know about King Charles early this morning. Yeah, so it's at this point, yeah. Plus, a good bit of the news organizations over here are owned by, is he British or is he Australian? Essentially, maybe I'm thinking Rupert Murdoch. Yeah, he's Australian, but again, like another British Empire penal colony at work there. So we get a lot of news about Great Britain. Not all of it, but something like this probably will make it across the pond very quickly. They haven't said what type it is, but we know it is not prostate cancer. All right. There's a whole bunch of people in the US that are royalists. Okay, is that what the term is? Yeah. You're playing with Ancestry today. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I couldn't remember which, but yeah. Okay. Let's do another sprint because that's what we're here for. I may also chug the rest of my water and then go refill it just because. Just because. Am I sharing? I am not. Make it big. Change the banner. Second sprint is the self-promo sprint. So make sure that if you have something that you want to promote, you do so during this sprint. So if you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, especially websites, blogs, social media handles, etc., please make sure that you promote your writing during this sprint, especially if you have a book out recently, book coming out soon, or book on sale. Let us know where we can find your book and you. Let's see. Megan says, I was going through my ancestry stuff earlier and found a relative with the funniest name, but it's too inappropriate sounding to share on YouTube, at least. Gosh, I think I shared some of the names that were coming out of my family tree on one of Laura's streams last month. Texana Confidence, Nicey, um, just like really like Olive or Olivia was like the most normal. But yeah. So anyway, none that are inappropriate sounding. So I'm kind of curious as to what Megan's relative name was or is. Here is okay. Yes, so that's CB is going to start our self promo. So I'm going to star that in the um, in StreamYard. So here we go. All right. So 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. That is that. That is the second sprint. Don't forget to um, do your self promo. That's what I wanted to say. Lord. Don't forget to do your self promo. Make sure that if you have something you want to promote, pop that in the chat, or if you want your channel link shared, let me know. Okay. 11:11. Okay. I'm approaching, I should be hitting 70K today for the year, not um for the year for the year for the quarter, however. um so I did do a little bit of more work last night, and got myself a little further in the story. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Um, that's where we're at. I guess my self promo is, if you are not subscribed to the channel and you would like to be, please do. Also, there are not links today in the description. Maybe after the stream I'll be able to put them, but yeah, so I guess I shouldn't mention those because they're not in the description. But I normally have links to my tarot journals and my timer playlists and yeah, those kind of things. But anyway, those are not there today. So CB started the self promo. CB says, my links are on my YouTube basic info page. You're hoping that you'll have the new draft of Stark for President next week. Nice. Carrie H. Author has some promo. Misadventures of a Mom Author, Volume 1. The ebook is on sale on Amazon for the rest of February in anticipation of Volume 2 releasing on February 20th. You revealed the cover on Instagram today. Ooh, so y'all make sure that we check out your Insta as well. And I did give Carrie moderator, so you can now post the links. Paget says, hey y'all. Hello, Paget. How are you? Here's the Amazon link to the ebook. It's marked down from $4.99 regularly to $2.99. And here's the Instagram for Carrie Hardisky, author. Can't forget the whole thing. So there it is. Brooke had to go. Elizabeth came in. Hello, welcome. And Heather is here as well, popping in from the doctor's office. Happy writing. We're everywhere, y'all. We are everywhere. We're at the doctor's office. We are at home. We are out at coffee shops. We are everywhere. Anyway, so hello. Welcome. CB got 102 words that time. Nice. Thog says, don't forget to boop the thumb. Yes, please. Either way, either a positive or either a thumbs up or a thumbs down does somehow count as interaction. So who knows? Anyway, Heather says, well, while I'm waiting, here's my link tree. So here is Heather's link tree, where you can find all of Heather's editing and copy editing, writing, copy editing, sensitivity reading, etc. All of that. Monique says, just finished the chapter. Yay! Perfect timing then. CB did a little bit of research on Iron Man 3. There's a blue armor that is reminiscent of Pepper's rescue suit in Avengers Endgame, but it's not the same suit. Interesting. Megan says, my promo is my Substack is meganmccarthy.substack.com. Very nice. Lexi got, wow, almost 2,000 words, that sprint. 1,908. Amazing. Monique is probably going to have to go. It's fine. Carrie says, completed handwriting chapter 3. Your energy finished with 2 paragraphs left and it was a slog. Oh no. Like we're going to move the phone down. Oh, I mean, you could. You technically could. You absolutely could. I did pop a poll in the chat, just a real quick poll, in terms of like at the end of this stream, do you want a 5-minute cleanup sprint? So that is still going in the chat. But anyway, so if you have not voted and would like to vote. If you would like to evoke an answer, no, that's the wrong context there. Hello. Anyway, let's save the document and pull up another sprinty sprint. And we will get going. So this will take us to the top of the hour. And make it big. Here we go. So 1, save. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How was that sprint? Was that a good sprint? Did we get some stuff done? Hopefully so. Scroll. Let's see if I can get across that 70K mark. I did. Yay. Excellent. Fantastic. Okay. So maybe, I don't think I'll get to 72 today, but hopefully I'll get to at least 71. Yeah. But anyway, how'd we do? Actually, that needs to be in that spot. That spot needs to be there. This one needs to be deleted. Okay. I forgot. I did not, during the first sprint, I did not write right. So, let's see. CB and Thog were talking about the part in Iron Man 3 where Robert Downey Jr. broke his ankle. It's toward the end where Tony jumps off the Roxxon ship. It's blindingly obvious where it happens because his foot rolled right over. They had to shut down production for 5 weeks while he recovered. Ouchies. CB is regaling us with the time you nearly broke your left ankle on holiday last year, but planted down half a flight of marble stairs. That would hurt. Thog says, I haven't broken an ankle, but I've been hit by a car and had to have some reconstruction on my left tibia. Not a happy moment. Yeah, I would say not a happy moment. CB has never had surgery unless root canal counts, even though you were conscious for it. I've had my wisdom teeth out, which counts as a surgery, I guess. It's not a major surgery, but it is a surgery. And that was one that they put us out for. So Bestie had hers done, and she wishes she hadn't. In terms of she thought she was getting a deal. This is when she was working up at the University of Ohio. She's she's no longer there. So, but they had a dental practice where the students could come in and you could get a much cheaper rate for any procedures that you did for having the students do them, just really the student experience type of thing. And it was not a good experience, because one, she's a ginger, so anesthesia does not work on her the same way. And so they did not properly numb her. And then the student dentists could not get the tooth out, her wisdom tooth out. And they tried for far longer than they should have before they went to go get one of the real doctors. Although, in my opinion, one of the real doctors or dentists should have been in the room in the first place. But anyway, so he was apparently steaming mad when he realized how long they had been trying to pull this one tooth. And so he came in, yoinked it out, and said, y'all are done. We're not doing the other today. And she can expect to need a root, what is it, the dry socket? She did not, thankfully, develop root socket, but, or what do you call it? Dry socket. There we go. I want to blend root canal and dry socket for some reason in my brain. But yeah, so that was, she got to tell me all about that. That was not fun. She's like, never again. I'll just go ahead and pay for like the full-blown dentist. But still, yeah. Let's see. Nikki is here. Hello. Welcome. Lexi got 2012 done that sprint. Nice. CB got 288. Fantastic. Iron Man 3 finished, so you're watching Avengers Endgame. Excellent. And The Marvels drops on Wednesday to Disney Plus. Yes, it does. It did hurt, but thankfully you have padding on the butt area. Yes, thankfully, thankfully the body has some natural padding most of the time. You were lucky you never face planted. True. This is also very true. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's see. So the end poll says 73% of you say yes, you would like a 5-minute sprint. So let's do a 5-minute sprint. Sorry, I don't have, not planning on doing the fourth bonus sprint today because I do want to go take a walk in the sunshine. So again, if you have not seen this particular timer, things are going to disappear one at a time. Not sharing, of course. Things are going to disappear one at a time from the screen and rearrange themselves in a more clean fashion. So if you think something disappeared from the screen, you're correct. It is not just your brain playing tricks on you. So here we go. Let's do a 5-minute clean. Again, if you want to write for just 5 minutes, that's fine. But here is our 5-minute timer. So again, just your normal, don't forget to save before you walk away or do anything else. Save your work. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine. Give yourself a shoulder stretch. And 4, if you need a 5-minute break, take one. Here we go. 5 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Hopefully you were able to clean a little bit more or get a little bit, just a wee bit more done. I did. I cleaned off my desk. It's a little bit of a wipe down, I think, this week. So hopefully we'll get to that. But yeah, so hopefully that was a good session for you today. Again, apologies for not having this scheduled ahead of time. I will be scheduling the rest of the week after today's session. So hopefully that will be up and ready. But I am planning to be back Wednesday and Friday. So again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 3 ish. And then Sundays, 2 to 5 ish. So that's our normal schedule. And hopefully you can come visit me for that. But anyway, thank you again for being here with me, co-working with me, being here for accountability, or just, having somebody else to write with. So thank you again. And I will hopefully see y'all around in the next sprints. And if not, I will see y'all in the comments. So yay. All right. Thank you very much and see y'all next time. Bye.